On this episode, we get a package, hurt ourselves, and remove the old front suspension from underneath the van. Today I'm going to mount the sub. I'd like to start listening to it. So even though it's not going to be in its final place, I'd like to at least hook it up and get that ready. It's pretty cool on these vans. We got a big spot in here for wires. So I'm having no trouble running all these wires through here. As you can see, we got the cable back under this panel. Whew, it's been a lot of work. More fishing expeditions going on right now.
It was really sad. Fishing wires through, pulling up and cut it on something.
Best wife ever.
That's right.
My least favorite thing about running amps and subs are having wires all over the place. It makes the car, you have to work around them, and I really don't like that. Then I had a great idea to mount the amp inside of here. May not be the best idea in the world, but I can't even find a vent on it or a fan, and everything I've read about these say they don't get very hot. I removed the seat belt that was right here, you can see. And this is where I'm going to put the amp, because then it can clear both pockets. Whew. I always forget how hot this melted plastic gets. Check this out. This will be great. I'm here with Ross, my father-in-law. He's really into big bass too, so he came all the way from Seattle to hear me hook up my sub. This is the moment of truth. Okay, good. The amp is on. The sub's not moving yet.
Yeah, it's moving now.
Now it's moving. I got a new shipment from Ujoint, and I don't have a crowbar to open it, so I'm just going to use my keys. Sweet, brand new sway bar. My front axle didn't come with one. This one's heavy. Track bar bracket, I'm guessing. Stainless brake lines. Some Heims, probably for the track bar. Some insanely huge bolts, I'm guessing for the track bar. This is a U-bolt plate with an upper shock or lower shock mount for the front. Cool. Good, more hardware. I didn't have the bolts for my steering arm on the knuckle. I hope they're in here. Rear spring perch and shock mount. Another U-bolt plate. This one has the mount for the track bar, I'm guessing. Something. I don't know. This looks like the dual front shock tower. Yep. That's pretty cool. Feels like Christmas around here. Now all I'm waiting for are my springs, which I hope get here in a week or two. And the Fox shocks, I'm waiting on those. And I still need to buy wheels and tires. I've been looking at over 200 wheels. I can't find a wheel that I like that's in the back spacing I need. I need 17 by 9 with an 8 on 170 bolt pattern with a -12 offset. And the only ones I can find are half black with chrome plastic doodads all over them that I hate, or straight chrome. I wish someone just made a clean, simple 5 or 6 spoke wheel in black, or even not in black that I could paint. Anyway, enough about that. Pretty excited to get all these parts in. Today was a 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of day. At lunch, I came home on my lunch break, got a few things done. Got the amp completely hidden in there. You can't even tell, it's right behind here. Got a few of the back panels put back together, and the interior's golden. Let me go show you my 2 steps backwards. So today at lunch, I was putting the last 4 bolts on for the steering, torquing them down in a cross pattern. They all engaged well, torqued them down to 150 foot-pounds, and I snapped this grade 8 bolt off, which means the threads are inside the knuckle, which sucks big time. Major downer. I don't have the skills to get that out, especially since I use blue Loctite on it, and it's probably about 120 foot-pounds in there. I'm gonna have to take it to someone. I hope I can do it in the axle and don't have to pull the knuckle again, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to pull the knuckle. That totally sucks. That's about a 4-day setback for me. I figured at the very least I should take the steering arm off to see how bad the damage was. Thankfully that arm came off clean and there's plenty sticking up above. Big shout out to my friends at RME 4x4. They had a lot of great ideas and a lot of help and encouragement to get this out. I'm going to be welding a nut on it so I can back it out. Now, I can't remember who it was, but they had a really good idea to put a slightly smaller washer on to keep the spatter from going into the threads into the knuckle. Alright, then I got a 1/2-inch nut that doesn't quite thread on, I don't think, because, oh, look at that. I'm able to get a little bit of a turn on it. This is going to be a piece of cake. And since the steering arm's off, there's really not 150 foot-pounds of torque on there anymore. Just the friction of the threads in the threads and the Loctite. And the heat of the welding should break that Loctite, no problem. This is going to be way easier than I thought. Boy, that was easy. And the washer did its job. Well, it's Wednesday, and Wednesday means Scouts. So in an hour, I'm going to take an hour break. But breaks are good. I need to take more breaks when I'm working on this van. Here we go. Tonight's goal is to free the van of the front axle and suspension. So that means I have to unbolt this whole bracket here. I have to unbolt the track bar here, the steering here, the sway bar, which is part of this bracket. I have to unbolt the rear spring eye, unbolt the drive shaft, and I have to unbolt the shocks, and I have to get the brakes clamped off and unhook the brakes. I got my work cut out for me, but removing stuff's a lot easier than putting it on. I thought it'd be a good idea to get a recording of the suspension as it was stock in case I ever had to go back or if someone else had a similar setup. You don't have to be a suspension expert to realize that this was a less than optimal setup. Bad news, I just realized they welded this bracket to the frame, so I'm gonna have to cut it off. I'm back from Scouts. I'm not going to bed until this axle is free of the van. Yay! Just got it. That's awesome. That was actually easy. Sweet! Okay, my friend Joel's over here. He taught me a safety tip. If you're loosening, you put this thick part on the left side because that's less likely to slip. That bigger part, and it's stronger. There you go. You guys already knew I had the best wife ever. For the past 2.5 hours, she's been down at the freight company picking up these ginormous springs. Holy cow.
This thing is riding so low right now.
I think it's got to be on the bump stops. This is insane how big these are.
It's got just a tiny bit, maybe half an inch.
man.
What's that?
There we go.
Yeah, right there. That's insane.
That's awesome.
Never seen anything like that. That was awesome.
Next time, we drill some holes, then drill some more holes, and drill some more holes, and begin the installation of our Ujoint Offroad suspension.